Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my channel, Handmade by Ying with Donna. Today is June the 8th, and I have so many friends from all over getting ready to travel or traveling to the Nut House Retreat. So my special guest with me today is none other than Janet.
Hi, guys.
I picked her up at the airport yesterday, and I'm telling you what, they kept us company along the way because Day and Paul are on their way in the big rig. So, you know, it's going to be a fun retreat when we can drag Paul along too. So anyway, let me jump into the chat real quick and we'll welcome everyone. And then we're going to get this party started and do a little catch up along the way. Let me see. Day, thanks, sweetheart. I know you're on the road, and thanks for hopping in and modding. Donnell, I hope you're feeling better today, sweethearts. Let me see. Michelle must be napping on the job. She's usually the first one out of the gate. Yeah, she must have slept in this morning, that party girl. Let me see. Mike, yes, Disco Queen is in the house. Let me just skim the chats real quick. Janet's telling everyone hello. Day, you better not to be the one driving, young lady. No, she's not. She's the passenger. Good morning, Candace. And trust me, girl, you need to zoom in on this retreat, baby. I hope that nothing else happened down the road for you. Pretty day heading I-80. I almost said 180. I-80. Not too many on the road. They must all be going to church. Yes, today is Sunday, guys. So they may be in church and opening the road up for Day and Paul to have a safe journey. They've been on the road for a day so far to get to this retreat. And they're on, I would say, maiden voyage, but they've already had one fun trip in the big rig. So let me see. Not no more. A little engine that could. Yeah, I told Day, up the hill, down the hill. When she hit the Maryland, I want to say the Appalachian Mountains. They've been going up the hill, down the hill, up the hill, down the hill yesterday. And she said, yeah, so she's made it to the Appalachian area. She's in the PA area now and pretty darn close to where she needs to go. Only 5 more hours of her journey. Let me see. I tease her because last year when she drove in with some friends, it was like, oh my gosh, all the mountains. And I was like, yeah, aren't they pretty? And she goes, up the hill, down the hill. So then you know you're getting closer. Candace, you are definitely going to be missed, my friend. Let's show Donna and Joe some love by hitting that thumbs up on the way in and out. Either way works. Absolutely, Day, and thank you for the reminder. Also, I'm asking that if anybody, you're not getting the alerts, please ring that bell for notifications for when we go live, because as I'm away this week, we will be doing some spontaneous lives. I'll be doing them either from my cell phone or my iPad. It's going to be fun. We're going to bring you into the retreat so you can see some of the behind the scenes stuff, anything from the way we set up, the way, a lot of fun stuff, but it'll be from the outside view first, and I bring you in for a little bird's eye view. Let me see. Michelle, good morning, sweetheart. Wakey, wakey, shake the bakey.
Guess what, Michelle? I was first.
It doesn't happen with you girls very often.
Nope.
Morning, Day, I slept in for a change. LOL. I was going to say summer vacation's in full swing. Yeah, Michelle needs to rest when she can. Neighbors had me stressed out yesterday evening. I can believe it. Melanie, good morning, sweethearts. Buttercup's in full swing because we have stranger in the house and she's seeking attention this morning. So bear with us because she won't settle down. Let me see. Janet's telling everybody hello. Oh, there, Pookie and the boys. Yeah. I might need to. Oh, never mind. I can't read that. Michelle, sorry.
No.
Irisale lady, good morning, everyone. Cool weather this morning, a little while away. New York beauty. She's telling everybody hello. My chat just jumped. Kathy, good morning. Crystal, hello, and welcome. I appreciate each and every one of you for hopping in. Dragonflies for Donna. Welcome, honey. Joydy, good morning. Good morning. Glad you were able to jump in the SUV as Donna was rolling. When I roll up to the airport, I told her, I said, look, I'm going to pop the hatch. You have to jump in because it's a rolling stop. And then I told her, I say, throw the luggage in, shut the hatch and climb through. And she's like, what? And I said, just do what I'm telling you. So we made it a joke. Let me see. Jordy, I've already said. Kathy, I hope to make it next year. Still going through knee therapy. I get it, Kathy, and I hope that you can come next year. I would love to have you. For next year's Nut House, I'm just giving you guys the heads up. I will have approximately 10 open spots. This never happens. So if you're interested, it's for June of next year. I will open those up officially July 1. So I always have an idea going in. So estimating 10 spots open out of the 16 for next year. Let me see. So if you're on the fence, it's in Walnutport, Pennsylvania. Beautiful place. Good morning, Lucy Scott. Good morning. Good morning. Let me see. Joydy, everybody is talking, saying good morning. If I've missed anybody, it's not on purpose. My chat is jumping a little bit. Good morning, Debbie. I miss you, my friend.
Hi, Debbie.
Yeah, you'll have to give me a buzz later, Debbie. I'm going to be in the kitchen sweating up a storm here in a little bit. We're going to be doing some prep cooking before we leave tomorrow.
You're going to crack the whip.
Stealing that dog. Buttercup wants attention, guys. And she's been a handful since we have stranger in the house. So last night we did a movie night and girl was tired. First time taking a long journey by myself since the stroke, and I did really well. Let me see. Debt free quilter. Hey, Heather. Good morning, baby. Okay, are you going to sit down so I can talk? No?
Yeah.
Here, you can sit down. So anyway, Buttercup from time to time will drive us all crazy. I hope to go to the Tennessee retreat. Good. That will be opening up November 1st. I always give the returning guests the first dibs. So make sure you're watching for that. Oh, fun, Joydy. That is going to be fun, I'm telling you. So anyway, let me see. I haven't been around to give you guys really big fun update, but we're on day 21 of rain. Yeah. We've endured, no, it's longer than that. Let me see, 3 weeks, 21, yeah. We're heading into week 4. Every day there's rain. We've had 2 trips of flooding through our area. The worst of it was on the May 13th, 14th, and then it hit again the following week, but not as bad. Joe and I have managed to, with others in our neighborhood, our area, everybody, we got all dried up. We had 2 days of like rain in the morning, but dry enough in the afternoon. We could open up and air out everything, but we lost, I'm going to say 80% of what we had in our basement garage and other ones. We need to build a moat around the house. That's all I have. Oh my God, still raining. I am not kidding. It is still raining. Tennessee is so much closer for me. Save the dates for Tennessee. I already have my dates, but November 1st, be on the lookout for the Tennessee. Whoever is not coming back, those spots will be open on a first come, first serve. If you are interested in any of those retreats, you must email me at donna@handmadebying.com. Joe will give me that email and I'll put you on the first wait list, because as spots open, I'll be on the phone going, okay, this spot is open for this retreat, or whatever. This year, my goal is to add another retreat in, and I have Day now. She's my co-host, and we're looking to do a few more along the way. No, we do not have a canoe. No. Debbie, at least a floaty. Yes, I have a floaty. But Joe's like, no, it's okay. This is honestly the worst we've ever seen it in our area. And it has, I don't know why. I don't know why it's like this year, but it's going to be what it's going to be. So anyway, that's the update on us. We leave tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock from my house, and we're going to be heading out. We're going to make a stop in Lancaster. Oh, she's never saw Lancaster, so she's going to get to tour that. I'm going to meet up with a few other quilters that's going to retreat, and we're going to be having a lunch date there and hang out as well. And then there's a few shops. Not that we're going to do a whole lot of shopping, but we're going to have fun. Yes, definitely shoe fly pie is unless you've had it before, you don't know what you're missing. But yes, Mike, you know what shoe fly pie is.
Why would
it is divine.
Why would you eat anything that has fly in the title?
It's just a fancy name, you silly girl. So anyway, I'm going to be using, and I like to do matchy. Y'all know how I am just a little bit. But today, for demonstration purposes and for my kitchen, I'm going to be using a fabric line called Cascade by Moda. It's one I had in my stash, and I dearly love this fabric line. So I've already started to make some of these, and everybody knows as the seasons change, paper towels and things like that, I would rather use something like this. So it seems to be the going trend right now is the non-paper towels, paper towels. Our paper towels here that we honestly get in our area, they're real thin, and yeah, you have to use like 4 or 5 of them to dry your hands. So why not use something and save the paper towels for the big messes, you know? So I've chose to do this, and look at this fabric line. Is this not like the bomb? And I really, really like each and every one of these. And there's not one fabric in here that I don't like. Of course, the gingham is my favorite. Anybody that knows me knows gingham is the way to my heart. So I'll sit these back here. And yesterday, while we were heading home, I was lucky enough, I found a Michael's. I was looking for a little basket that I would be able to put them in as I do laundry. We do laundry a couple times a week here. So I have a basket on my porch when I'm done with it. At the end of the evening, when I do my detail of the kitchen, that will go out with my dish towels and my dishcloth. So they'll just end up being recycled in. If there's a big mess and someone uses them, I would be a little bit upset. But to dry your hands, wipe a counter, whatever, they're going to be perfect. So let me slip back into the chat. Got an ad, lost contact. Did you say send you an email on November 1st? If you want a spot for my October retreats in Tennessee, you send that email now. Because the order those emails come to me, Joe will send them to the printer and I will put them in my folder. So when I leave retreat in October, if there's an open spot, you'll be the first one I call. I will number them as they come in, and they're also time-stamped. So that's the way that will go. Joydy, I love Lancaster. Lancaster is beautiful. I love it. That is like frog-eyed salad, nothing to do with frog eyes. But this, I know, right? It's so funny. Stop sitting on the iPad and you won't get kicked off. Yes, you know, they must have hit a rough spot. 100 Proof Quilter. Hey, girl, how are you doing? I haven't saw you in a hot minute. Welcome, welcome. Let me see. You're welcome doing it manually since you took Nightbot on vacation with you. Yes. So anyway, that's the fabric line I'm using. Everybody does their non-paper towels, paper towels a different way. I did them a few different ways, and the way that I'm going to show you today works better for me. I choose to use the Microsoft cleaning cloths. It's more suitable for your furniture, your cars, your kitchens, whatever. I like it because it's antibacterial, allergy-free, and when you wash it, all the dust and everything goes out. I use these all the time in my home for multiple purposes, so why not go ahead and incorporate these as well? If you're interested, Amazon has them. I did not put the link. You buy them in packs of 10 for like $6. But these will last the lifetime of my kitchen. And once I get through one set of them and they start to show where they'll go from the hand towel down to the dust cloth down to something else, they will be upcycled until they fall apart. So these will be in my home for a long, long time. Adjusting to the new work shift, I'm finally on days. Yay! I will be watching for that. Tammy, good morning, good morning. Donna, you'll have to let me know if you're going to be live today. We did not drop over. We couldn't find it. So I'm not sure if you still got the hackies going on. Let me see. Rita, good morning. Interested? I always have made my washable paper towels using flannel. I'm telling you what, this works better than the flannel. The flannel, it dries quicker and there's a lot of shrinkage the first go around. I prefer this, but everybody do what works for you. These measure a 12.6 by 12.6. I will cut these. I will lose a little bit, but I need to do that. I just need to do that. That's all I can tell you. I'm doing them at 11 by 11 because the standard paper towel is 11.2 or 11. And I wanted to, down the road, if I continue to do this, put them on the paper towel roller, throw them there, and kind of entice Joe along the way. He's like, no, this is your thing. He's like, I'm not. I'm using my regular paper towels. And he will. And this is, people do different things. Let me see. No live today, coughing up from the lungs, and a live stream today. I just didn't know if I get to run in my face, if I need to make sure I stop. Okay, I will keep using my shop towels. Absolutely. Keep using them. I tell you, there's no reason to change. So if you want to open these up.
Yep.
And the way that I do mine is I have already got my fabric cut 11 to 11. I have more here that I'm going to be cutting. So, of course, I'm just going to no rhyme or no reason because it's going to end up shaving off. And for those of you that don't know, Day is working with a charity. And that charity is taking any and all scraps. Day can type into the chat the way that works because I do not want to mess up. But save all of your tidbits along the way, and she will be able to use them. If you're coming to retreat, bring whatever you have, and she and Paul will take it back with them. If you're not, I'm not standing, so this is not cutting very good. But it is a sharp. Let me cut this off because I will use these for something else.
Right.
And then these, I've started a little scrap bag for Day. And what I'm telling you is, just drop any and all sizes. If it's fabric, it goes in this bag. If it's batting, it goes in a bigger one. Roll it up, squish it up, and mail it off today. Let me see. That floral fabric is so cute. I think it's going to stand out really, really nice. And it's called the Cascade. And it's by Moda. It's been in my drawer a hot minute, and that's okay. That's honestly okay. And I wanted to wait on a special project. This will match my kitchen. Even though some of my kitchen is squirrel right now, this will match. Donnell, get your butt to urgent care. Yes, she should have already been checked. But, you know, Donnell don't listen to any of us. I'm making a good-sized bag for you for when you get home. Yay. Jordy, when did you change your blade next? Joe, when did... No, I'm not standing up to use it, Heather. I don't have that poof. That's a new blade. So it's not the blade, it's operator right now. Yeah, I can't even blame it on the boss. So I like to keep as much on as possible. So some of these did not cut all the way through, but they will trim down very nice as I'm going around the outside. So you don't have to worry about it because you're going to lose a little bit anytime that you're using your serger a little bit is going to shave off. I was doing these to where I was sewing around, flipping them inside out, right side up, and the whole 9 yards. But I did talk to Michelle, and she's like, do it on the serger, give it a go. So that seems to be what I'm doing. Day, could you provide the P.O. Box again to send the scraps? It's P.O. Box 125, Marysville, Michigan, 48040. I finally got it memorized. Auntie, put that beautiful assistant beside you to work. Yeah, she's going to be working.
I got to earn my keep.
Yes, you have to if you work here. So the next thing you're going to do is I'm going to show you, and then you're going to do. I can cut 4 at a time. How good are you at cutting?
Oh, I'm just fantastic.
Okay. Well, we're going to line this up, and you're going to cut me 11 by 11.
Okay.
So line 4 stock. And I don't even pull this off when we're doing this because you're going to be cutting it off. And don't throw it away because we've got Dave's bag right here for all the handy dandies. Okay, just sent the email from my phone. I hope you received it. Joydy, thank you. Like I said, if anybody's interested, you probably have to stand up to get the pressure because I can't do it that way. Let me see. Mike, Giovanna. Good morning, Giovanna. I finally get to see you. Yeah, so just line it up, the 11 by 11. And as soon as you get that, I will be able to start over on this side and get this puppy going. So, is anybody else having this rainy season like we are? Yeah, it's a hot mess, I tell you. Here.
You're doing so many.
I always do 4 at a time.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. And just lay it down and line it up your 11. And I don't even worry about this end. Come up here and straight across.
Okay.
And that will save you heartache.
Oh, that was much better.
Yeah, when you line it up and you put the pressure down, it will do it very easy. Debbie Gonzalez. Hi, Eva. It's been a hot minute since I get to see you, baby. Yeah, I'm going to have my iPad when we get into the kitchen, and we'll be on Zoomy today. So if anybody wants to join on the Zoom and keep us company while we're down there working, you are more than welcome.
I can't get my...
She doesn't have the hand strength either.
It's because I can't do that weird angle.
Hope all is better. We're still getting the rain, but it's not running in, Giovanna. Eva, I miss you, girlfriend. Paul is a paper towel guy for everything. That's how Joe is. But I like to do stuff different. If you send me scraps for Kids in Disaster, please make sure you get them to me by the end of August because she is going on her sabbatical.
It's okay that it went up.
Yes,
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm trying.
You didn't know I was going to be putting you to work today.
I'm trying to get fired on the first day.
You can't get fired.
Oh, yes, I can.
No, we just make you work harder.
You don't fire volunteers.
No. Yep.
All right.
And then you'll be cutting more in a minute,
Yep.
but I just want to line these up and then I can get these going before you start the next set. So what I've learned when I'm doing these, look at how good these all stick. Okay? So what I am doing is I like to fold it in half like this. Make sure this is flat. And then I'll start up here in the corners. Because trust me, it does make a little bit of a difference. So you can get them lined up. Now, other ones do flannel, some do fleece. They do all different kinds. So once I get those corners, I just shake it like this. And press it out because it's all going to end up straightening out as I sew these in. So just make sure that you have as many of these little wrinkles out as possible. And that's going to be your job.
Oh.
On top of. So now I'm here and I like my corners. Let me see. Can't wait to see the craft room, Eva. I can't wait. I'm waiting She makes you cook later, Janet. Yeah.
Day. No,
What did she say?
Under the bus. Janet doesn't cook much either.
Yeah. We're doing the prep. We're doing the chopping. It's going to be a fun retreat. I'm not worried.
I'll have a knife, so if, she tells me something I don't want to do, I've got the knife.
Yeah. She'd be in big trouble. She tried to use that. So that's all you do. That's what I need you to do for me.
Okay.
Is just keep me in fabric.
All right.
Okay, so now I'm going to line this up. Raise. And you don't want to start here on the corner of this. You want to start back just a smidge. And it makes it easier. This is going to give a very nice outcome along the way. So I have mine set up. I've already did all of my testing. I know how I want this to look. You have to find out what works best for your serge or along the way. I wanted very, very tight seams along. I wanted all the thread to be really nestled in good. So all I'm doing is going along and just take your time. And this is how easy these come together. You might have like $20 tied up in your project, but anybody that knows, how often do we throw a paper towel straight in the trash? These can be your paper towels. These can be for whatever. You can use these for dust cloths. You can use these for washcloths in your kitchen to dry your dishes, whatever the case may be.
You're going to be done before I
So, you haven't got them ready for me yet? What the heck, man? She's slacking. So when you get that done, shake off some. And then all I do is fold it up and it will go downstairs and go into the basket.
All right.
All right. So now all you have to do is just trim along the way here and make sure that you're getting a little bit of a curve. This does make the difference along right there. Because as you're shaving it off, you're going to be shaving it around the edge. Janet, don't hurt Donna. Thank you, Michelle. You know she's trying to. Guys, what are we going to do with her? She's going to be mean.
I'm going to be sleeping on the street.
Giovanna, that you slap? You guys cracking me up. So, like I said, this is one of the easiest projects I've had in a long time. And go through your stash, go through your room, find out what you have. A lot of times you can just use what you already have in stock. And you don't even have to do anything else. I wanted the microfiber cloths because I'm not going to have to worry about them sticking together with this. I don't have to spray base. There's nothing else I need to do. All I have to do is keep it plain, simple, match your home decor. If you want to do this for someone in your family for holiday, I will be doing Mickey and Minnie Mouse for my daughter's kitchen. And I'll be doing some form of a chicken theme. And these will make great stocking stuffers as well. So just come off the edge. And that's it. Easy peasy, right? So I will end up making I could have cut these in half and did a little bit shorter, but I like a towel like this. When I'm working, I want to be able to just dry my hands up and do it my way. Giovanna, no, it's only been an hour since Lisa finished. Janet, volunteers are hard to come by. Joe has good tech. Now Zaza, it's a hologram. You guys are too funny. So anyway, I will fold this back up and just fold them over like this. Easy peasy. And just keep laying this right behind me. Now, technically, I would not need to do the pre-cut, but I get to talking, so it's easier for me. If you want to make sure that they're exactly, use a bowl or a saucer and get that corner in. But I think as time goes by, we all know how to cut, and that's all you need to do. Let me see. Vintage Style by Joe, good morning, good morning. Kathy, good morning. Coriander fabric is the bomb, right?
Oh, I love her fabric.
I do. I love the way it washes. Everything is just like, I love it. Can you use a tight zigzag? Yes, you can. You don't have to use the serger. If you're sewing this, you can honestly turn right side together, sew all the way around, leave an opening. Flip it inside out, press it flat, and then zigzag all the way around. I'm just choosing to do this way because my microfiber sticks to this, so I don't have to worry about it sliding. I've also seen where people go across with a straight X with these. I like the microfiber because if I roll them on a roll, they're going to stick together. They're just going to line up quite nice. And keep yourself a little basket in your kitchen for the used ones, or like us, we have a sun porch with the washer dryer out there in a basket. These will just get tossed into the ones for the kitchen. And it just makes life so much simpler to be organized. And my hands dry out so much with the paper. So I want to do something different. And Joe's like, do what you want, honey. Whatever works for you. This does work for me. So see how nice that? It left a nice seam. But like I said, if you're doing these with zigzag or you're doing these with a regular machine, because not everybody has a serger, not everybody wants a serger. So all you would do is right sides together with your fabric, sew all the way around, leaving yourself like about a 3-inch open. Pull it out, roll your seams, and then sew around the outside, sealing that opening. And then if you want to make sure your fabric doesn't move, put the X. Microfiber's not going to let that move. So that's why I was like, this is the perfect fabric. And Debbie, you mailed me these. So, I had to make sure I use my pretty blue. That one, oh yes, I needed it. Can you, wait a minute, I have to see. I miss your, let me see, Vintage Style by Joe. I'm just trying to read the back to where I missed. I hate doing tight curves on my serger. It's not a tight curve. This is the big curve right here. I went ahead and went very big. That way this will shave off very, very nice. Let me see. Can you, women? I'm sorry, guys, Kathy. Could use a pretty layer cake and just absolutely a layer cake would work. I miss you too much. Not everybody has room for a serger, even if you want one. Truth. So I'm just choosing to do this on the serger because I have one. But on the sewing machine, if I had it up here, I would sit it here and show you. The easiest way to show you is I do this. Lay your fabric down. Whatever you're wanting to do, you're going to put these right side together just like this. You're going to leave yourself a 2 or 3 inch opening. You're going to sew all the way around the edge. Then you're going to reach in and you're going to pull it right sides together. You're going to roll out the seams and then voila, you have this nice and flat. So then if you want to be really a little bit much, press it really flat. Your seams are flat, and then here where you have that 3 inch opening, you're going to fold them in on themselves and start there and come around. You can do the zigzag, you can do decorative stitching. Make this your own project. It doesn't even have to be, but you need to make sure it's the 1/4 inch. And see if that makes sense. That should help. So, like Heather said, not everybody has a serger. Some people have them and don't even like to use them. Mine honestly spends more time covered up than being used. But when I use it, I like to make sure that I do test run, make sure I'm checking everything, make sure I oil it, make sure my threads aren't dry rotted. There's a lot that goes into And you are right. Not everybody has one. Some people have them and don't even like them. They bought it because, oh, so and so had one. Or you can't even pick sergers up anymore at like the Goodwill stores for $10, a yard sale site. So they're not very pricey. I need my scissors.
Oh, sorry.
You're welcome. Thank you. So, let me see. They'd be expensive tabs with a layer cake. Here they are $65. How much are your paper towel rolls? But like I said, these could be dust cloths for your house. These could be keep one in the bathroom for when you want to wipe the sinks off. These are more than just paper towels. These, if you wet it, just like this, you can do your bathroom mirrors without using the Windex or the vinegar water. Just dab water, wet your mirror, and the microfiber is the way to go. But that's just my choice. It cuts back on even your cleaning supplies because sometimes, you just can't get the Windex, you can't get what you need. The microfiber, wet it and forget it. It all works out really well that way. Could use an inexpensive washcloth instead of microfiber. You can use whatever you wash. Yeah. I choose microfiber because if I see I can use it on a different area in my home, then I put a little note on, like I'll put a K for kitchen, I'll put a B for bathroom. You know what I'm saying? So when they come through the wash, I know this one's going back right where it belongs. You could color code them,
You can use them in your car for just wiping off dust, everything.
Yeah. So you don't have to you could even cut the microfibers in half and use them that way. So the sky's the limit on what you want. So be it quilts. Fallon, hi sweetheart. It's been a hot minute. I hope you and the family are well. Girl, I miss you. I hope everything's going to well for you, Fallon. Did you ever get our special project day and I made for you? Mm-hmm. We know it's not going to fit, but it gives you an idea of what we were working with. So just continue to sew around. Like I said, you could use washcloths. You can take a kitchen towel. You can do whatever you choose. But this is the way that I'm teaching you. This is the way that Joe and I choose to do for my home. The microfiber definitely works because it's good for cleaning, wiping up, and it doesn't look like it's just microfiber. You're dressing up your spot just a little bit, if that makes sense.
These aren't cut 11 by 11, so they're 10.5 by something.
Okay. So let me see. Jordy, check out Walmart. Let me see. Where's the best place to buy? I bought 3 packs of them for $12. So that's 30 of them off of the Amazon. And like I said, I don't know where the box went. You had the box. They come 10 to a box. And this is the way that I get mine. And they're 12 by 12. You could even cut these 6-inch by 6-inch and put them wherever you want, and you're doubling. I'm not talking anybody into doing anything, but this just works for us. And it's like your bathroom, your kitchen, your desk, your car, your furniture. Like if you've got pets, you can use a microfiber cloth and it gets the pet dander off. Who knew, right? So these are really good. I'm sure Walmart also has this as well. Dollar Tree. I know Dollar Tree sells them, $1.25 for a 3-pack. Loved your video you posted. Yes, I love her videos. LID, if you have one for Jody. Yes. So I know Michelle makes these as well. Michelle, if you want to say what you use in yours, you feel free to go ahead and do that. Teresa Lynch, you can get a huge pack at Lowe's and Walmart. Yeah, I think they come in like 20 pack, but don't quote me. And you can just do whatever you want. Oil would put a color only on the bathroom. I don't understand what she said. Read that.
Oil would put color.
Is it oil or all? I would color code if I'm doing this all over. But that's just me.
Oh, that's your OCD.
Yeah, just a little bit, right? Everything has to be matchy. So just keep going and going and going. But like I said, it's not even a matter of the price. It's a matter of what you want for your home and what you want in your life. I know paper towels here, I'm using that as example. For like a 6-pack, it's like 20 bucks. Yep. So if I can upcycle and do something that's going to match my home and do the same thing, that's what I'm doing. So these are more than just paper towels. I use 2 pieces of flannel and serge them just like Donna is doing. Okay. I use microfiber with soft cotton t-shirt material.
Oh, sorry.
To make reusable makeup pad removers. Yeah, that would work too. It's just something different. Typo problem. Giovanna, it's okay. I thought it was me. I was trying to read. I rip my old sheets. Yeah, you can do whatever you wish. The sky is the limit with what you want for your home. And that's what this is all about. We're getting into that Christmas season. You can make these for stocking stuffers. Put them in a 3-pack and gift them to a school bus driver, to a teacher, to your pastor's wife who, you know, she loves to be doing dishes in the kitchen. You know? Whatever the case may be, for your mailman, give them to him for keeping his truck cleaned out. Whatever. 100-pack cloths, $30 on Amazon. Can we say Christmas gifts? Yes. And we all have that cutoffs from our fabrics that we've got that little bit, like a quarter, like a 1/4 yard left of something. Do what works for you. There's so many ways that you can make Christmas more affordable for those that you're just gifting something. You want it handmade and made with love. And like I told you, in December, moving forward, this year was all about bringing something new to you that you could bless your friends, your family, whomever for Christmas. So I'm quilting with a purpose. 100 packs of cloth, $30 on Amazon. Can we say Christmas? I read that. Home Depot has 12 for
12 by 12.
12 by 12, 50 sheets rolls for $9.98. You can't beat that.
Oh, that's good.
I got some at Sam's Club. Can't remember how many were in the package. But you can, like, guys use these for their cars. So, like, if you want to gift a guy this stuff, tweak it out. Put, like, Joe loves Corvettes. I would find some Corvette fabric and tweak it out, and I'd put it in his cars. You know what I'm saying? If you've got that motorcycle guy, do that. I think this would be the way to do it. I seriously should start selling actual paper towels, some makeup, you know, some markup. I'm not kidding. If you look on all of the websites, like the Bounty towels, here, three rolls, it's like 12, 14 bucks. I'll use my paper towels for like a spill of spaghetti sauce in the kitchen or to wipe off my stove from the grease because I wouldn't want these ruined. But everything else in my kitchen, my bathroom, my car, whatever, I'm using these. And so why not pass that on to use as to something new that you can do? I don't know if I would want to do it as a makeup remover because, you know, skin as we age gets a little thinner and the wrinkles get more deeper. I'd be honest, but it might work. It might work. Maybe I didn't see that, babe.
I know.
She didn't give it to me.
I know. I'm fine.
She hid it. I'm just going to try to shave it to see how I can get it to go.
Okay.
Oh. Let me see. Donna, overachiever, color coding her right. Yes, Day. I was waiting to see if you noticed. You guys are so much, man. But, like, I did not trim this. This is what I like about this. I was just showing you how with this serger, you can save a step and just keep cutting off. Round your corners while you're on it. These I really am enjoying making. Janet is too. She just doesn't understand how much she loves cutting.
Oh, yes.
If I was doing this in batches, I would spend like a morning just prepping, getting everything lined up. And then when I want a mindless sew day, I would be just sitting here, zippy, zip, zippy, zip. You know what I mean?
You can just assembly line it.
Yeah. Let me see. Joy.
Joyce JK. Hello.
Hello, Joyce. Hey, Donna and Janet. Let me see. Oh my God. Please don't use trash on your face. You know? You can't do that. You need to use the good stuff. So tell me, I'm just curious, in your area, what is a 3-pack of paper towels right now? Or what do you know, I'm just curious as to what the going rate is in your areas, because we're all over the country. It is moving right along. Did anybody answer? Donna, you are going to do your tutorial on the fabric folders. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And I promise you that. But let me get back from my retreat. And then we will do the fabric folder. Send me an email because I know I promised you I would do that, and we will. If you can send me email reminder, that way I can get it on my books. Because that is a good one to do with you guys. So let me see what they say. And now with my eye problem, I can't use anything, Mike. Oh, have to buy 6. I'm trying to read. The numbers are hard.
Okay. 6 for $16.29.
6 for $16.29. Wow. So think about that. How many do you go through in a month, Mike? Bounty 2-pack, 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
So think about how much you're throwing away each month. You know how many you use for your house. And you're just throwing them in the trash. So why not upcycle? And yeah, you got to do a little extra wash, but throw them in with your kitchen stuff, you know? I was told you had to weave the end of your thread when done so it does not come apart. No, you don't have to. What you need to do is sew past it, and then you can cut it off. Instead of stopping right at the end, let me come up. I'm trying to see. Instead of stopping like I start here and stop here and don't do that. You come past it like an inch and go ahead and cut off. If you want, you can thread it and weave it through, but I've never had problem. So it works for me. Question is, it's system that is having issues with sound today. I don't know. What are we having sound issues today? I was told, let me see. Oh my God, something cheaper.
She said that it's her system, not ours.
Okay. Oh my God, something cheaper here than the US 3-pack for $7. You can't beat that then. Let me see. We upcycle so much here. We really don't have any actual garbage. That doesn't surprise me. Mike, I hear you upcycle a lot up there. Glad to make a live. Donna, I missed you. It's good to see you. I just enjoyed chatting with you guys. We've been so busy and I've missed everybody. In clothing, it is much better to weave the ends. Yes, it is in clothing. To be fair, sometimes you need to throw away what you clean up. That's what I'm saying. Paper towel it if you got to do that. Deep fryer grease, absolutely. You're not going to want to scrub and no, you need the paper towels for that kind of stuff. But just to wipe a counter off or just dry your hands one time. Think about what you're doing. I'm not giving anybody a lecture. I'm just trying to show you a different way. I like it because my microfiber cloths do better on my mirrors. They do good on car windows. They do amazing. And I love microfiber. I can't help it. It cleans up nice. And there's so many businesses out there that, you know, they tell you it's this and it's really not. Yeah, so, no, I sew over. I have this tail here, and all that shows you how far I've went over, and that's it. And then just easy peasy. Where's the scrap bag? Today we're making you a good bag. YouTube tackling me with their ads and blackouts after fun. I get it. It happens. Heather, you don't want to wash that? No, you throw that stuff in the way. No, you burn it outside. Donna, you always put more ideas in my head. I love it. Eva, I love you. I hope I'm just bringing stuff to the forefront that how many times are we walking through a store and you know your friends, your family, everybody, they already got everything they want for their homes, you know? Is it hard for you guys to find that perfect gift, that perfect idea that you want to bestow upon someone and you just can't find it? Well, this is just one more item you can pre-make in like a little bit of no time and put it on your shelf and then put them in 3-packs, put a little Christmas ribbon, tie a little note on Merry Christmas, put it in your mailbox as a, hey, Mr. Mailman. Like we know our guy's name's Steven, so he's going to get a 2-pack, one for him, one for the wifey. You know what I'm saying? Give them to the pastor, put them in the offering plate and write the pastor, you know? And they'll give it to them. Late Donna, what fabric are you using to make these towels? Microfiber cloth and Moda fabric by Cascade. And I'll show you how pretty they all look in a minute. But this is what we're using. The micro, it's hard for me to see. I don't know which camera I'm on. It's the microfiber cleaning cloth suitable for all of your needs. And I could put my Amazon link, but this is not an Amazon upsell. I'm not trying to do that with you guys. I'm just sharing what I'm learning. Late Donna, I already told the fabric, cotton, microfiber. And did you know these microfiber cloths, when you get something like a lid stuck I learned this week, so I'm telling her I'm going to keep one just for an opener. As we age, jar lids don't open as easy as they used to. So you can even do these. I'm going to keep one and show you how you can make this round and put it on and twist, and it's going to open your jars.
Mm-hmm. It's just a jar.
Yeah. If you walked up and said, "Hey, Mr. Mailman, LOL, would you get a good look?" No. My mailman likes me. He brings all of my mail to the door, but he knows I had a stroke. So he's just sweet as pie. So we bless him sometimes. You should complain to YouTube, Jody. Yeah. You might think you are funny for putting it in the offering plate. No, I'm just using that. No, ours goes around. You put a little note there. We do that kind of stuff at ours. So it's not like we're giving it up, you know, it's just like put a little note there, pastor or whatever, and they know.
We just put it in our church mailboxes if you have.
Yeah, we don't have them. You get a pack today at Dollar Tree, and absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing. Love you. Love you too. We're going to be zooming after the live when I'm in the kitchen. Rubber washing up gloves are amazing for opening. Yeah, I since the stroke, I can't open things. So the little circles, they work like magic.
Chop, chop. You're behind.
No, I was running my fist. Running my fist. Can you imagine?
No.
Not me. Never. So you want to read chat while I'm doing this?
Yep. Find where you left.
You can't have dead air. So what do you think of Maryland so far?
I think it's wonderful.
But you were surprised.
I just figured you have to sit in a while. I was pleasantly surprised. Be here. They're funny. Rubber washing gloves are amazing for opening stuck jars or nail polish. Yes, yes. Jody said, I wonder if the fabric quality is different for each microfiber you buy. I'm sure it is. They have different
levels.
It's a single fabric. You know,
You get what you pay for.
yeah, you get what mail, right? A postage stamp collector, and I love my mail. I love my mail. So. Jay says, Zaza, you're not. You sure you're not Donna's neighbor?
Where's she at?
Right here.
Yeah, because our mailman sometimes.
This is our last one.
Yes. Now, let me do this. Since this is it, I'm just going to do one for jar opener in the kitchen and one for in the car for my needs from time to time. That way this can just sit in my cup holder in the car.
Jar opener in the car, perfect.
Yeah, you know, my lids get stuck sometimes.
Yes, they do.
So this will work just perfectly. And we know the bottom of any cup is 4 inches by 4.
Then Zaza says, Day, if only I get so much sewing done.
Yes. Could you imagine? Oh, man.
I would love to.
I would.
Close to any of you guys.
Yeah.
It would be awesome.
Okay, so we know this is 6 inches coming. Let me see, 6.5. So let me go 6.5 here, and these are going to be jar openers in my kitchen. So let me see, 6 this way. So I just throw these in my drawer, and they will help me because I'm always yelling, Joe, honey, will you open this? And I do have some fabric that has nurses and stuff like that on. So I'm going to make some of these for my friend at the hospital. That way they'll have them.
idea is because I have a embroider machine,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to embroider on some of the cotton before attaching it to my,
Right. How cool is
then I
that?
can personalize it.
Yeah, I think that would be so cool.
I actually have some post-made design
Mm-hmm.
in my embroider, so I'm going to make up a few and just have it be customized to each one of them.
Right. And the sky is the limit, you know? I think they appreciate more than like you go out and buy them a 6-pack of their favorite beverage. You know, they would rather have something that they like.
Okay, Joydy says, I think these paper towels will also be a great housewarming gift along with a few items in a nice basket. Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
When you put these in my cup holder, in my.
Day is saying, as long as the mailman is dropping off fabric and not bills.
I don't know. We used to think our guy's name was Bill. I kid you not.
Yeah.
Because that seemed to be all he brought.
Yep.
But our mail was jacked up, man. For a long time, we were getting a couple times a week here at the house. And Joe and I was beginning to think that the neighborhood kids, but then we had temporary fill-in.
Yes.
And our mail would go anywhere in Bowling Green, and you hope that whoever got it would bring it to the right house. Yeah. So now we have a really good one, and we told him he can never leave us. So these will go in my car down in where my cup holder is. That way, when I need to, I can just pop it up and hold them.
Yeah.
So these will go down to the car with our stuff. These will go to the kitchen. This is done. So what did you guys think of today? Did you enjoy this live today? It's been fun for us.
Oh, yes.
Yep. Did you have fun? Again, I missed it. What size?
Oh. It was 11 by 11.
Yeah, they're 11 by 11 for these. I need to pull this up anyway. And they have to be color coded. I can't have this mess. Can't do it. The blues with the blues, the yellow with the yellow, the peach with the peach. But this is how they turned out. So pretty.
So 11 by 11.
Yes.
And then I've got that folded wrong. That's going to bother you.
Yes, it will.
And then these jar openers are, well, 6.5 or 6-ish.
Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason. I just used up what we had left.
And these are roughly 3.5 for the car ones. But you can make them any size you want.
Yeah.
You
make this your own project.
Right. There is no rules. Whatever you make is whatever you make. It'll be fine.
You make your own rules for your own project. I have nothing to do. I just wanted to bring these ideas to you guys and hope that it was pleasing and that you learned something along the way. So, honestly, I've probably got $25 tied up in everything I have, you know? And are they not adorable? I just love these.
Yep, I'm going to make some. And I'm going to use them for wedding showers that I go to. I'm going to use them for even baby showers. So I've got some great ideas for what I'm going to use them for.
That's what all this is about. Yeah. We bring ideas as creators, as our channel supporters. We bring stuff to you and then you take it. Like I saw a couple other creators doing these and I was like, they're doing what I've been doing for a long time, you know? Right here. Got you, Bill.
I want a set with stars.
Right there. I knew. Yeah. I knew what she wanted.
Sylvia said she wants stars.
But you see how pretty, you know, they are just so easy. And it's not even something that takes a lot of brain energy. You just sit down and get in your zone and play. That's what the art of crafting. We're quilters, but we can do so much more than just quilt.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you get burned out as quilter because everything is FPP, traditional binding, quilting, cutting, organizing. This is kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like an enjoyable, you get to just be, if that makes sense.
I have a little tease.
Okay.
I've got some news coming on the horizon. Everybody needs to stay tuned. And for those people that already know, they know who they are, do not give any tea. Everybody needs to be on their seats waiting in suspense.
So I can't tell them?
Yeah.
But it's going to be fun.
It is going to be fun.
I want to be the one to tell. I won't tell you. Hold on. I won't tell you what she's up to.
You can tell them what I'm up to. I'll give you permission, but there's no date yet.
Stay tuned because girl's going to be starting her own YouTube channel. And I hope that everybody just goes over and explores what she's got to offer. So stay tuned because we will be getting the back end stuff set up, and tentatively she's looking at late June or late July. The goal would be to where she's got all of her ducks in a row. Life has settled down and she's going to be coming to you on her schedule.
Yep.
So
I'm gonna pick Joe's ear and, make use of my time here, and
she's going to abuse the man.
Yep.
Mixed crafts. Yes. Paul would rather have this 6-pack. I know, right? And I would rather have my beverage of choice day,
Yep.
Tell Paul, I can't wait to come back. You can make out of flannel for babies. Yes. Yep. The sky is the limit on what you want. Yes. Awesome, Janet. Do people like to receive these? Absolutely. They don't return them, and they wash up. Like what you see here, they wash up. You get them out the dryer. This is the way. I have a basket.
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody. And you just roll it and put it in the basket, and you can get 12 to 24 in a basket, or you can leave them lay like this, or you can sit them like this. The sky's the limit, and grab one, and the whole time you're cooking dinner. I know when I cook, and yes, I do cook sometimes. Not very often, but when I do, I go through half a roll of paper towels easy because I don't like funk on my hands.
Yeah.
This is going to solve that problem for me. So at the end of when the kitchen cleaned up and the whole mess done, I can throw this in the laundry basket on the sun porch, and it'll circulate back to the kitchen.
So I have to show Eva something.
Yes.
You got to see my, hopefully you can see my shirt. Shop Hop. Quilt, repeat, all Iowa Shop Hop. Me and Eva are the Iowa gals. So that's why I had to let her see it.
I honestly don't know
if people like to receive them.
Yes, but I've never heard anybody complaining yet.
I don't think anybody's going to give them back to you. If they don't like them, they'll just pass them on to somebody else.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's something quaint and pretty.
I'm actually thinking about a Bible school. We have Bible school at our church, and we're done with it. Well, it's my parents' church. 320 kids. That's what they camp at. And these would be perfect. I mean, I wouldn't use expensive fabrics, but they would be perfect for those little hands. They need to wipe off this glue, or they need this. And you might not be able to reuse them, but this would be perfect for that.
Yeah, Eva, I'm with you. There is I'm Zaza. Not going to use the recycled paper towel down in the area. No. We have TP for that. And I would not even use newsprint on the back like they did years ago in the outhouses.
Yeah.
I am a spoiled girl. I like my charm, and I can't help myself.
Yeah, these there's a time and a place for actual paper towels. We all know that. That is what we're going to keep using those for.
Yeah.
This is just easy, wipe the counter, or, that spilled in the fridge, wipe it up, and away you go.
Easy.
Yep.
Right, Zaza? You guys too funny. I enjoyed this so much. Thank you so much from Alabama. Thank you, Joy. So anyway, Donna, sit down and sounds like you are taking a bidet. No, you're going to do the bidet at the retreat demonstration. Do not forget, you are the lesson girl. You go, Day does the best demonstration because the retreat we go to in Lehigh Valley at the Nut House, it has bidets and so refreshing.
I'm going to learn a lot this trip because second time to Maryland, I was in Washington, D.C. And then bidets, never experienced it.
You will.
And I'm supposed to know how to cook something.
Yeah, you'll learn something from me.
Great.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, we love you to pieces. Thank you for joining me. I will be going live tomorrow from an undisclosed location. So stay tuned and you'll get to see a little bit of the behind the scenes stuff on what we do, what it takes to get ready for a retreat.
And then you're going to have FOMO because they didn't sign up.
Yeah. So remember, Nut House is going to have approximately 9 to 10 open spots for next June.
2026.
Yes, next June. I will not miss the bidet. You missed it. Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
We love you guys. Take care. God bless. Have a fabulous Sunday. And we'll see you back tomorrow night.
Bye.
Bye, guys.